as it, all right, Tank will bring you up.
Comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
You always go like this. Always go like this.
Nah, what I'm saying,
get
you just said you feel like you going out.
They go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going out.
I'm telling you.
Gerona Davis and Lamont Roach just had a violent physical altercation during their first face-off in New York City ahead of their August rematch. The tension was electric right from the start, with both fighters carrying over the bitter animosity from their previous clash. There was no slow build-up. Gerona was already furious and ended up throwing punches at Roach. It's likely that Davis will face fines from the New York State Athletic Commission or the World Boxing Association for his actions. But the real question is, what actually went down?
Like, we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like, we've been beating our body up so long. But it'd be like situations like just now, like when he talking, that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Is that all it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying.
There wasn't even an official press conference. The face-off was arranged purely for media photos and promotional content for their upcoming fight in August. As the two stood face-to-face, Lamont Roach leaned in and whispered something in Tank's ear. At first, Gervonta didn't catch it and asked Roach to repeat himself, and that's when chaos erupted. What Roach said cut deep, referencing a statement Gerona had made at their last press conference about bringing female family members to the fight.
Now, I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah,
now watch this.
Now
watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes?
What are your thoughts on it? It seems like almost universally, people A, thought you fought an amazing fight, and B, thought you won it and it got taken from you. What has that outpouring meant to you as a fighter?
It meant a lot to me, man. The core boxing fans and even the spectators across the world, man, just it shows their support. It shows that everyone saw what happened that night. Everyone.
Roach said, "We've never seen your mama before. Bring her to the fight. Let her watch you lie there lifeless." That one line set Tank off. His anger exploded, and the scene quickly turned violent. He began shouting insults and then physically lashed out at Roach. Security and handlers rushed in to separate them. If there's one thing boxing fans can be sure of, it's that the rematch between Gerona Davis and Lamont Roach will be even more brutal, intense, and dangerous than their first encounter.
Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when you said that?
You know how when they told you say how like I supposed to fought Lomachenko, right? Mm-hmm. And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so.
Boxing fans are anything but calm about this upcoming fight. One fan commented under the leaked video, "I love that Tank has finally found his match in Lamont. Someone who'll look him in the eye and won't flinch. Can't wait for August." Another added, "Damn, Lamont really knows how to get under Tank's skin. He's finally met someone even crazier than him. I love that Lamont does it subtly, without being aggressive. I'm impressed, and I hope he wins this."
Boogie, I mean, he said he feels like you've been talking a little bit too much. What do you take away from that? And do you feel that you have been talking a little too much, or is it just more of a confidence that, I know what I can do?
Yeah, what I'm supposed to say when they ask me questions. What I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he going do like, normally 9 times out of 10, the questions start with, "Oh, Tank's a knockout power puncher, blase, blase. What are you going to do?" Yeah, what? Yeah, I'm going to say what I got to say. I know what I can do. That's what I'm supposed to.
Everyone saw what happened that night. Everyone saw the true outcome. Even though we didn't get it on the scorecard, everyone knows. And that's the importance. Even throughout this appeal situation, they were supportive and thinking that the fight should have been overturned. And that's what really matters, that everyone knows. So yeah, we didn't get it on paper, but in the hearts of everyone who watched that fight, and especially the ones that are sensible, they know what happened that night, man.
So Gary, of course, the important question on everyone's mind: how close?
A third Tank supporter wrote, "When Tank finally knocks him down, I hope you'll remember this moment. I need this rematch. Casual fans need to be shut up." Finally, another fan shared, "I don't care who wins. I just love a competitive fight. I'm glad Tank finally has a worthy opponent after ducking his contemporaries. Lamont's going to give him a real challenge. Wishing them both luck. Hopefully no more ducking after this."
See? I mean, hey, you ain't too shy saying what you gonna do, right?
I am now.
You are now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mom Deuce right there.
Nah. It's alright. Yeah, but like I said, it's not like I'm talking too much. They ask questions. That's what they do. You know how they do. That's honestly.
World Boxing Association lightweight champion Gerona Tank Davis doesn't seem too interested in entertaining fans on social media these days. That much was clear from a recent exchange between the Baltimore native and one of his more outspoken followers. Known not only for his knockout power but also his bold fashion sense, the 30-year-old often garners attention for wearing everything from high-end designer brands to custom pieces. But it seems Davis isn't open to fashion criticism, especially from fans. Earlier today, he posted a selfie on X, formerly Twitter, and made it very clear that he wasn't in the mood for any negative comments.
Harder. I have to train harder. I have to be more mean. I have to be more physical. I have to do a lot. I have to do everything just a little more. And I think that will definitely put me over the hump, and I'm more than motivated to get back in there, get back in the camp, and work hard so I can secure a victory over a pound for pound fighter, in which I believe that I am myself.
You know how to do. That's honestly probably why he don't tend to media for real. They ask too many questions.
Absolutely.
That's just what they do. They ask questions that 9 times out of 10 you answer it. They, use one part of the sentence for clickbait. Come Saturday, man. Y'all gonna see. My prediction is and the new.
Back to you, Tank. You heard his prediction. He said it's gonna be and the new. He's gonna be.
In the photo, Tank rocked black custom chrome Hearts trousers, a crisp white tee, a stylish hat, and a gold watch. He carried what appeared to be a designer tote bag, layered diamond chains around his neck, gray sneakers, and a backpack, blending high fashion with streetwear effortlessly. One fan commented lightheartedly, "Just throwing anything on, but it works, lol." But Tank didn't take it well. He quickly fired back with a now-deleted tweet, "Hey, Ion got time. Leave me alone."
Back to you, Tank. You heard his prediction. He says it's going to be and the new. He's going to be a 2-division world champion. What's your prediction? Going Saturday.
Miles. You know what I come to do, man. You know why I'm here. I don't want to say too much. Mom Deuce over there in the corner, so gotta keep it polite. But yeah, I know.
Davis later reposted a fan's tweet that read, "Grieving will make you so mean." This came in the wake of his controversial majority decision draw against World Boxing Association Super Featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr. back in March. Now, the long-awaited rematch is officially set for August 16, 2025, in Las Vegas. Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson has entered the conversation, sharing his thoughts on Roach's chances against Gerona Davis. Stevenson believes Tank could once again be in trouble when he steps into the ring with Roach. Speaking to the ring, Stevenson said, "I know what Tank is dealing with. He's got to be better than he was last time." He praised Roach's grit, adding, "Lamont Roach has been waiting for this opportunity his whole life." While Stevenson ultimately wants Davis to win, knowing it would set up a huge showdown between them, he's not convinced it'll be an easy night for Tank. "It worries me. I might not get my chance to fight him as an undefeated fighter." Stevenson, confident about his own July 12th matchup with William Zepeda, is keeping a close eye on how things unfold, strongly hinting that an upset might be brewing. Even so, it seems Gerona Davis isn't open to any kind of fashion critique, at least not from fans on social media. Interestingly, the comment he reacted to wasn't even that harsh. Do you think Davis overreacted, or was he right to shut it down? The fashion drama aside, Davis and Roach sent shockwaves through the boxing world with their March 1st clash. Tank's WBA lightweight title was on the line, and he entered the bout with a flawless 30-0 record, including 28 knockouts. Most fans expected Davis to dominate, but that wasn't the case. The fight was a gritty back-and-forth war, and in a shocking moment, Davis even took a voluntary knee in the 9th round, a move that, strangely, wasn't counted as a knockdown. Davis managed to retain his title via a majority draw and is now set to face Lamont Roach Jr. again in a highly anticipated rematch. David Benavidez, known as the Mexican Monster and currently the WBC light heavyweight champion, shared his take on the controversial fight during the 4-Pound podcast with Kamaru Usman and Henry Judo. He said, "They should have counted that as a knockdown. If they had, Lamont Roach would have won." Roach came prepared. Benavidez criticized Tank's approach, saying, "What I didn't like was how Tank was hyping up Lamont Roach too much, giving him way too much respect, talking about retiring. That wasn't the Gervonta Davis we're used to seeing." He added, "Tank is AF ***ing beast, bro. But there are two things here. First, they fought a lot in the amateurs, and maybe Roach is just the guy who has Tank's number. Second, I didn't like that whole retirement talk. It felt off. ***.
Go win the winner right there, you know what I'm saying? We got to give Lamont Roach credit right now, because we just compared him to two of the top junior.
Lamont Roach Jr. entered the ring as a massive underdog. Almost no one gave him a chance. Most fans expected Davis to steamroll him, like Flash chasing a turtle. But in one of the biggest plot twists in recent boxing history, the WBA super featherweight champion Roach matched Davis blow for blow in skill, power, and endurance. The expected Davis domination never came. Instead, the bout ended in a shocking majority draw. Interestingly, Shakur Stevenson had so much faith in Roach's resilience that he placed a bet on the fight going the full 12 rounds, and won.
Because I feel as though Tank didn't understand or realize how good Lamont was, so he kind of was sleeping on him.
Despite his rivalry with Gerona Davis, Shakur Stevenson attended the fight live at Barclays Center, confident in his read on Lamont Roach, stemming from their amateur days together. While many amateur stars fade in the pros, Roach has only grown stronger. In a recent interview with Cigar Talk, Stevenson, who has been chasing a unification bout with Davis, said he felt Roach should have been declared the winner.
I felt as though Lamont was catching him when he was unexpected. So he'll throw, and he's not used to certain shit coming back. And when shit...
I saw Lamont winning. I really felt like he was in control of the fight, Stevenson said. Tank had his moments, but when he tried to box, it was boring, and Lamont was more in control. When he tried to brawl, Lamont was sharp and on point. Stevenson, the reigning WBC champion since late 2023, believes Davis severely underestimated Roach. I don't think Tank realized how good Lamont was. He was sleeping on him. Lamont was catching him with shots Tank wasn't expecting. He's used to throwing and not getting anything back, but this time, punches were coming right back at him, and it caught him by surprise.
Coming back, they kind of like caught him by surprise.
You think he got hurt in the fight?
Hell yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, it was a part of the fight where Tank...
When asked if Gerona Davis was hurt during the fight, Shakur Stevenson didn't hesitate. Hell yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, there was a point where Tank threw a left hand, caught Lamont, and Lamont fired right back and wobbled him. Tank definitely felt his power. That exchange may have been one of the turning points in the fight. Gerona Davis's battle with Lamont Roach Jr. has flipped the boxing world on its head. It's become the hot topic in boxing, and now even his longtime rival, former undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney, has shared his thoughts on what went down on March 1st at Barclays Center in New York. Yet, a single moment in that fight overshadowed everything, including Davis's perfect record. In the 9th round, Davis dropped to one knee and rushed to his corner to have his face wiped.
So we came up in amateurs together. So I knew Lamont was serious. He was coming there to fight, but he did a lot better than.
It was later revealed that grease from his hair had dripped into his eyes, affecting his vision. Still, fans were outraged that the referee, Steve Willis, didn't penalize Davis, even though he had started a 10-count. Roach Jr. even submitted an official request to have the fight result overturned in his favor. Devin Haney discussed the controversy in an interview with The Ring. Given his rivalry with Davis, it's easy to predict his stance, but Haney made several valid points. I thought it was a good fight overall, Haney said. I always knew Lamont wasn't going to just lie down. Having known Roach since their amateur days, Haney admitted he was surprised at how sharp Lamont looked in the ring.
I thought he would, and I thought he won the fight personally. Yeah, the no knockdown, that was like unheard of. It was first my
Haney, who is currently scheduled to fight Jose Carlos Ramirez on May 2nd in Times Square as part of the Fatal Fury card, which also features Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, isn't the only one puzzled by the no knockdown call. Golden Promotions founder Oscar de la Hoya also weighed in on the controversy. Speaking on DZN's Ariel X, A Day in Boxing, de la Hoya argued that Davis should have been docked a point for taking a knee in round 9. In any sport, you can take a timeout, football, basketball, but not in boxing. There are 3-minute rounds for a reason and a referee for a reason. If you go by the rules in New York, that should have been a point. He took a knee. That's an automatic deduction.
I've ever seen it with my own 2 eyes, and yeah.
Yeah, you were, you've made some comments. I wanted to see the backflip, and I'm surprised Tank didn't say nothing back to you about that.
States, you must take a point away. If you go to your corner while you're fighting, like, wait, that's against the rules. Right. So it's disqualification. So it's.
While the New York State Athletic Commission reviews the incident, both Davis and Roach have expressed interest in a rematch, but the outcome remains uncertain. Still, one thing is clear. Gerona Davis's one mistake gave critics plenty of ammo. What happens next won't just shape the rest of his career. It could define his entire legacy.
Yeah, he got lucky at the draw. He did a good fight though. I thought he won it, but man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. Oh my God. But God damn, that's not the Devontae I know.
Jake Paul, aka the Problem Child, took to his X, formerly Twitter, account to share his thoughts on the Davis versus Roach fight. According to Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis did just enough to edge out Roach, though he also made it clear that he believes Davis would be easy work for him in a fight. Roach showed out, but I thought Tank edged it, Paul wrote. Draw if you count the knee as a knockdown. Tank landed the bigger, more precise shots. But more than anything, I thought, Easy freaking work. Tell me something different. However, Paul's comments drew heavy criticism. Many pointed out the glaring weight difference between the two. Paul fights at cruiserweight, while Davis is a lightweight champion. Critics weren't surprised, though Paul has a reputation for picking fights against smaller or much older opponents.
Right now, Roach's name is ringing bells because he fought a draw with Tank, so it would be the right thing to do to call his name, you know? I just don't see Shakur taking chances with Roach if they was to fight each other, because Shakur don't gamble, you know, and that shit come with the sport.
Jake Paul had been eyeing a high-profile bout against boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez, a match that would easily be his most credible challenge yet. Whether that fight materializes remains to be seen. That's all for now. For the best updates, news, fight moments, and drama from the boxing world, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest drops. Until next time, peace.